Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers. So will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now,
Hello,
the game
everybody,
itself.
and welcome to today's match. Everyone, please welcome our players to the field.
So we're up and running. Hato spots it and intercepts. That's a lovely, neat pass. Berbatov tries a shot! And he should have made them pay.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival. James. Badiashile. And it's James. And Fernandez. And it's Rudiger. Makaleli. And he's gone searching crossfield. Carreras makes the interception. Now it's Ronaldinho.
This is the time you need that pace.
And it's Hullet. Makaleli. For Palmer. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Ronaldinho. Now it's Berbatov. Carreras gets into a good position. Takes aim and crosses. Chelsea are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Pull it. Now it's Drogba. And here's Palmer. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And this is Shevchenko! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no. And this is Shevchenko. And here's Drogba. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's Totti. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And that has been cleared. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Hato. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Look at the Berbatov! Makaleli. Fernandez. Approaching the half-hour mark. Stood up well to him there. It's played through for him. And he is deftly away. Rudiger with the clearance. Pull it. And this is Drogba. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Cafu. Makaleli is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Now it's Politano. Now, can they get him away? Cafu picks it up out wide. And he's there to belt it away. That's a good ball. It's Totti! Now, who's going to be first to this? And that's another fine save.
Another cracking save from the keeper, Peter. He's playing a blinder.
He leaps for it. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Ronaldinho's delivery. Badiashile clears it away. Spread it left. Defending of the desperate variety. Politano. Hato wins the duel this time. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. We'll look back on the first 45 minutes.
I think they can be very happy with the flow of the game so far. They're moving the ball around very nicely. They're creating opportunities too. They must need to find a way to add that touch of quality in front of goal, that extra clinical edge.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action.
And please welcome our lads to the field.
So the action resumes. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Edmilson. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Pullet is always scanning the pitch for targets. Great vision. Pullet wants to run onto this. Gerrard. Tomori. Cafu. That's Politano. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Totti. Oh, that's... Oh, shooting chance! That is decidedly lacking.
Spirited to say the least. Certainly gave this crowd something to really cheer about.
Hato. Palmer going face-to-face with his great rival. Totti going about things with real menace. That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Drogba. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. And here's Berbatov. Now it's Politano. Chips it through. Berbatov finds himself offside. Tomori tries to play it through. Shot could be on. Bullet. Makaleli. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Oh, that's a key interception. Makaleli. Good purposeful running this. And this is Shevchenko. Shevchenko! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Shevchenko has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Gerrard. Great ball, and he's in here. Drills. Decent chance! Shevchenko constantly looking for the ball into the box. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Palmer unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, good ball! And he's there to get it away. Fernandez. Oh, such a clever touch. Thinks about the shot. Lacroix getting this one clear. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Ronaldinho.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Berbatov.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Now it's Politano. And here's Ronaldinho. Totti. And this is Totti. And he's gone direct here.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And here's Ronaldinho. Now it's Drogba. Over to the right flank.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And he has been fouled there.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
And a header! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
They've played it short. Chelsea with another corner. James goes short. too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Drogba. And this is Drogba. Now it's Hullet. This looks promising. Hullet. And that's gone behind for a goal kick.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Edmilson. Lacroix. Tomori. No breakthrough, and we are into time added on. Threads one in. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Knocks it into space. Politano receives it in a wide position. 90 minutes done then, but that is not the end of it. So, that was the second half.
Well, 0-0 doesn't offer a fair reflection of what we've seen. The game's been vibrant. I think the atmosphere has remained buoyant, and we just need the scoreline to step into line.
So here we go then, extra time is coming up. No winner in 90, 30 more to come.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Oh, nice touch. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Hato. And it's Palmer. Makaleli. Fernandez. Now it's Drogba. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Berbatov. Tries to pass it through. Cafu. Oh, he's played it in low. And he gets rid in a hurry.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Tomori gets across to intercept that. Fernandez. Quality ball. And here's Shevchenko.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And here's Shevchenko. Nice interception, well timed. Gerrard. Lacroix. And it's Totti. Spread out to the left. And Carreras. So that was it, the first period of extra time. So penalties loom ever closer. Is there anyone who can seize the day in the next 15 minutes? And so the last chance to find a winner. 0-0 still. Play to win or play for penalties. Now it's Berbatov. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Drogba. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Carreras. Now it's Ronaldinho. Looking to play him in. And this is Totti. Totti will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Hullet.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Makalele receives it in a good position here.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Looking for the run. Cafu has it out wide and in space. That's tidy. Skims one in. And he shoots! Oh, that could be pivotal! Oh, is this it? Have they won it? Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
So that's it, it is all over. Chelsea are beaten and they are out. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Chelsea really looked like they were just second to everything, disjointed even. Yeah, it was a high-intensity game, and that may have gotten to some of the players, but even so, it was just disappointing on a lot of levels.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we.
And
Good
a quick
evening to you.
announcement for the benefit of anybody who has found themselves a little lost today. Please look at the screen for information on how to find your way around this stadium.
Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So straight into the action. Well, if there's one player that stands out in this lineup, it has to be Frank Lampard, a leader, a conductor, and on so many occasions a match winner, Jim.
Yeah, he'll have a critical role to play here, Peter. He's so important. I think he's going to occupy a central position, starting as either a deep-line playmaker or central midfielder. But with such a good engine, you combine that with the creativity and the eye for goal, and I'm sure just about everything this team does will go through him.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. Stood up well to him there. Carreras. Now it's Ronaldinho.
Might want to be careful there.
Defending there. And it's Gerrard. And here's Ronaldinho. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Del Piero. Pinches it off him. Politano. Edmilson. Played out towards the right wing. Great vision. Oh, well played.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Oh, delightful ball. And it's hoisted clear. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Politano. Gerrard, renowned for his long-range shooting. And here's Messi. And this is Shevchenko. Looking for the run. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Oh, good spread. Politano providing an outlet on that flank. Lampard. Lahm. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Chance, surely! And he should have made them pay.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And it's Ronaldinho. No, he refuses to take the bait. Stam. This is a promising build-up.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
In early. Cafu getting this one clear. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Crossed in again. Expertly cut out. Really nicely done. And this is Shevchenko! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
They've played it short. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. And now they can spring out of defence. Leicester gets over and intercepts. Gerrard can see things others simply cannot. Lahm has the space to scheme. Lahm, he's rising! No, not the best of headers.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Edmilson. Carreras. Gerrard. And Edmilson. Cafu. Politano. He's a sharp little ball here. Cafu receives it in a wide position. Thuram is there and he can get that clear. Now it's Shevchenko. Anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. And it's Totti. Gerrard. And here's Berbatov. And here's Ronaldinho. He's had it taken off him. Now it's Shevchenko. Thuram. Vieira. Cafu makes the interception. Totti. Threads one in. Politano. Thinks about the shot. Lampard. Now it's Shevchenko. That's the end of the first 45. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable.
And please welcome our lads to the field.
Down to business again.
Arsenal are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And it's Gerrard. Ball swung. He leaps for it! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Now it's Politano. Cafu. Politano proves just a little bit too strong. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
No outsmarting him this time. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Gerrard. Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Gerrard. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Lampard. Politano. And now the breakaway. Gerrard. And here's Berbatov.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And that has been cleared. Cross flung in towards the middle. Schmeichel claims it, safe hands. Edmilson. Now it's Politano. Nicely weighted ball. It's a promising position. And he shoots! And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Spread it left. Now it's Lampard. Oh, lovely bit of skill.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Now it's Del Piero. Lahm. Foot in. Oh, this looks sharp. That's a good ball out wide.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
That's a decent clearance. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Nesta getting this one clear. Oh, now can they counter? Now it's Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. Gets a good foot in there.
Arsenal clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
This looks promising.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Del Piero. And it's Lahm. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Now it's Politano. Cafu.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And he's picked out the run. Oh, Red, nice interception. Carreras. Ronaldinho. Knocks it into space. Carreras. Opportunity for Arsenal to break.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's been shifted off it.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
No, it's come to nothing. It's a really well-measured ball. Gerrard. It's Gerrard! Oh, that could be pivotal! Has he won it? He just might have won it! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to this.
And that is that. Arsenal can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved.
ฝากติดตามด้วยนะครับชมแล้วถูกใจฝากติดตามด้วยนะครับ
Well, hello and welcome to you all on this opening day. Two teams, each seeking the perfect pick-me-up start at the expense of each other. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7, an undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. So straight into the action.
For me, Peter, Steven Gerrard's game is all about courage. It's a word he himself uses a lot. He's always urging everyone around him to have a go on the ball and not be afraid.
And he absolutely practices what he preaches in that respect.
He does, indeed. And I think he's England's best all-round midfielder of his generation. A ball winner, great distributor, never stopped running, playmaker, and more than a decent finisher too. The only question is, where do you play him to make the most out of all of those talents?
And here's Del Piero. Well, there's the clearance. Looking for the run. Lahm delivers. Lacroix can clear it away. Spread out to the left. And that was asking for too much. Politano. Totti, distributed tidily. Cafu. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. And here's Totti. And here's Berbatov. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Carreras, and it's Totti. Nice looking ball. He's rising! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
What a pass, one that literally dropped into his path. It was asking to be finished.
Now it's Ronaldinho. He's a sharp little ball here. Plays it in low.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Arsenal yet to have an attempt on goal. Now it's Del Piero. Engages and forces him off the ball. Berbatov. That's a good ball out wide. Politano. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's skewed away. Skims one in. And that's gone route one. Lampard is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Nesta. And it's Thuram to Messi. Now that looks a decent ball. Del Piero. Edmilson. Berbatov. Now it's Politano. And the counter is on. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he get it through? He's got plenty of space out wide here. Totti. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Vieira did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Edmilson. Played back into the centre. And it's Ronaldinho. Played out towards the right wing. And he's there to clear it. Ronaldinho plays it short. And he shoots! Lahm gets it clear. And he's managed to get free. Cross. Impressive jump! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Oh, he's really looking like he's on the very top of his game here.
Lahm. Oh, played right into his path. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Now it's Berbatov. Now it's Politano. Now it's Berbatov. In with the challenge. Shevchenko.
สวัสดีครับทุกท่าน
Nielsen.
ถูกใจฝากกดไลค์กดติดตามให้ผมด้วยนะครับ
Real opportunity.
Cafu. Out of play for a goal kick. Vieira. Gerrard. And it's Lam. Now it's Lampard. Now, can they get him away? Crosses in. Bullish header! Goal!
I think this is a very welcome time for a goal, Peter. There was a momentary drop-off into defence, and he was just too good a player to miss that. A special talent has given us all a very special memory.
Number 9.
Certain, searing and imperious.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by...
And that is indeed the final act. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Arsenal up by 1 goal at the halfway point.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Arsenal looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0.
Everyone, please welcome our players. Substitution for Arsenal, number 15.
So we're off again.
Number 24.
Arsenal leading courtesy of the game's only goal.
11. Messi.
And here's Politano. Thinks about the shot. Cafu. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Number 8. Beckham.
And that should get the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Bale. Now it's Politano. So what can they make of this? Well, that is one way to stop him. Arsenal different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Now it's Beckham. Now it's Shevchenko. Beckham. Gerrard. And here's the chance to counter. Nicely weighted ball. And it's Totti. Arsenal are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Cross to the back post. Getting up there! And yes, it's there! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And he decides to cross it. Lacroix clears it away.
The attendance for this match was 60,332.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Carreras. Who saw this coming? So close to victory, and it has got away. Politano. Vieira did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Ronaldinho. Lovely. It's Ronaldinho! That is decidedly lacking.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Arsenal perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
Now it's Gerrard. Pass somewhat off target. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Can he finish? Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
It's a good run he's making out on the left. Gerrard looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Bale powering forward here. He's having a shot! Gareth, glittering Bale! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Into the lead once more. And that really is so impressive.
Is number 25, Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale.
Arsenal have their lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Looking to play him in. Now it's Politano. Thuram getting this one clear.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Bale. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Shevchenko. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Politano is wide and looking to get onto this. Oh, good climb! He's got a goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Best getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Number 18.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
And this is Berbatov. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Arsenal can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Totti, who needs just a moment to score a goal.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Hullet. Looking for options for movement. Beckham with... Oh, great leap! Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Aimed beyond the defence. Lam is there, and he can get that clear. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. And that's gone behind for a goal kick.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Beckham is herring after that one. Stood up well to him there. Now it's Ronaldinho. And that's a simple one for the keeper. So 90 minutes have come and gone. It's going to be extra time. So, Jim, any strong opinions after all of that?
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
So a brief break, and then we will be back for more. And if you're just back, well, the action is back underway already. Arsenal conceded an equaliser late on. Now they have to do it all again. Do they have what it takes? Edmilson. Good running, strong and purposeful. Knocks it into space. Lacroix kept his eye on it, and he's there. Gerrard. Cafu. Shot could be on. To Gerrard. Oh, super ball. Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And it's been taken short. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Carreras. That has been slung wide. And it's Berbatov. Oh, he's found support out wide. Ronaldinho. Drills one in. Chance here to counter. Pull it. Oh, well played. That's going wide left.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Politano. Cafu. He is just caressing the ball. Stam gets it away. So that was it, the first period of extra time.
Please report to the staff room immediately.
Well, no question, the will exists to try and win it, but limbs are tired, options are depleted, and time now is short.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 8, Beckham.
Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? Now it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Carreras receives it in a wide position. And that's a goal kick. Pullet is always looking to break lines. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And it's Thuram. Best. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Carreras. Gerrard. Stam. Tries to play it through. Can he get onto this? Stam, always a very imposing presence at the back. So there you have it, penalties. 90 minutes and then another 30, and Jim, here we are.
I can only applaud the sheer doggedness and tenacity on show in watching both teams refusing to lose. I mean, they both ran their socks off.
So here comes the ultimate pressure moment. Penalties are imminent. And he does it with poise.
Well, so far, so good, Peter.
Berbatov is the next man in the spotlight. And he makes it one each. And he duly obliges. Ronaldo is the man who's second in line. Wonderful poise and placement.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do there and executed it perfectly.
Up steps the man with the armband. Oh, coolly does it.
I don't think there was ever any doubt, really, Peter. Certainly not in his mind.
We're on to number 3 here.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times. Never looked like missing.
Ronaldinho, the third man up. Great penalty, outwitted the keeper. We're tied at 3 each. Bullet fourth in their queue. Oh, sent him the wrong way.
Good penalty. The keeper might have done him a favour in committing just a bit early.
Gerrard is fourth up. Right in the bottom corner. Some nerve. And the drama continues. Best is the 5th volunteer. Big character, big moment, big save. Schmeichel facing match point. And that will do it. Arsenal are beaten and they are out. Well, it is only day one, but already there is a palpable sense of obligation right from the start. These teams know they cannot falter. The pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, there's the unmistakable figure of Dimitar Berbatov. There was never any question of leaving a man of his talents on the bench.
Yeah, you can't question this guy's abilities or his track record. Yet it's funny how he remains a divisive figure.
Well, that was that languid style, wasn't it, which does have its detractors.
Yeah, he's a player who's always been extremely calm and he likes to kind of think on the ball. Some say that was lazy, slowing the game down a little too much, but I've never seen it that way.
So we're very much on the way now. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And it's Lahm. Great defending, strong and determined.
Lahm really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now, can they get him away? Politano. Nesta. Pele. He's looking wide.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And it's Totti. Now it's Berbatov. Spread to the right. Looking to play him in. Cafu receives it in a wide position. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Lahm. Played towards the other side. Schneider. Nicely shaped ball. And that's gone behind for a goal kick.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
This is a promising build-up. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Cross goes in there. And that has been cleared. Thuram. Pele. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, that was vital. Totti. Spread out to the left. Oh, no joy this time. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, he's found support out wide. And it's Iniesta. That's a cute ball. And he's there to clear it. Del Piero goes short. Played into the... Oh, good effort! That's a fair try, but just off target.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing. Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Carreras. In towards the back stick. Lahm gets it away. Shifted it to the flank. Gerrard is there to clear. Half an hour played now. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Great vision. Always onto this. And it's been hooked away. Plays it across. Towering header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Cafu. That's Politano. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Politano. He's a sharp little ball here. Totti is flagged offside. Nesta. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. And he was quick to react. Edmilson. Ambitious ball here. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Schneider. Now it's Politano. Looking for the run. Gerrard, renowned for his long-range shooting. Edmilson. Threads one in. He's got away. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Shot a goal! And he couldn't finish.
Politano deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Nesta has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Schneider. Passing is crisp and sharp. Tries to pass it through. He has a look up. Oh, he's fizzed it forward. And that is the end of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
Programs are available from stands.
Reflections on the first half?
Well, I have to say, I think it's a good performance. But it's clear that they need a little more energy and more precision up top. They proved they can create chances. Now they need to start putting them away. That's the next step.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. So, into the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Cafu wins the duel this time. And he cuts out the supply. And it's Gerrard. Oh, they can break here.
Arsenal couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Nicely aimed pass. Thuram cuts out the pass. Iniesta. It's a searching pass. Cleared away. Schneider can so cleverly bypass the press. Lahm under intense pressure.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Pele unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Corner. And it's been taken short. Elects to cross. That has been knocked clear. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Tomori gets it away. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think both teams can help themselves massively with better movement up front, Peter. There's just not enough happening at the moment. And essentially, their job is to find space, and that needs to start happening.
Oh, good climb! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Gerrard. And the break is on. And it's Schneider. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Berbatov. Now it's Politano. He's found the way through. Cafu. Looking for options for movement. Not the most convincing of passes. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Now it's Politano. Shoots! And that's a tiny finish. And that could well be the winner.
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you ought to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Substitution.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. So the first moment of real significance.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Lacroix clears it away. That's destined for the flank. Now it's Bale. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Arsenal really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho. Herreras. Gerrard, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. That's an imaginative pass. Time is running out here.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Gerrard. And the counter is on. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Now it's Berbatov. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. And here's Politano. Has a look and plays it forward.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Carreras. And he's had it nicked away. And it's Beckham. Oh, that's a key interception.
It's not...
And that is as far as it goes. Arsenal bow out, defeat sealing their fate. A moment to savour for all of us. Lined up on the start line, their eyes fixed on the prize. It is the ultimate calm before the inevitable storm. Well, there is here a great sense of expectation. As to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Fikayo Tomori could play an interesting role here, Peter. As a defender, he's unmatched when it comes to pace. One-on-ones, he usually comes out on top, even against quick opponents. But I also like the way he can drive the ball out of defence. He's got a very useful ability to be able to hit both flanks with great accuracy.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends.
Lining up for Arsenal.
This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Reminders of a golden era in English football, I should add. And it continues to hold its place in the modern game. Playing a second striker runs the risk of being outnumbered in midfield, of course, so with the wider pairing and fullbacks, plenty of running has to be part of their play. And, of course, the right service into the box.
If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Carreras. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And here's Ronaldinho. And it's Totti. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Iniesta.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Schneider. And he's forced to go back. For Nesta. Rijkaard. Vieira. Arsenal are enjoying more and more possession, but very few chances up to now. Whistle's gone, that's foul. It's Lam. He's having a hit! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Berbatov. Succumbs to the pressure. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Carreras tries to clear. Nicely shaped ball. Oh. And a chance! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
After 17 minutes is number 10.
Arsenal penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
That has really stirred things up, and if they carry on like this, things might even get louder here.
Ronaldinho. Rijkaard. And here's Politano. And here's Berbatov. Who's looking wide. That's very neat. Oh, good-looking ball. Pele conjures time and space where few can.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh, well measured. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Cafu. Tomori. Into the channel. And that was asking for too much. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Can he get on the end of this? Cafu finding himself in space. And they've been given a corner. And a header! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, it's probably going to take something very special to beat him today.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Iniesta, Cruz, shot a goal! And a neat finish! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
After 33 minutes is number 10.
Arsenal are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Politano, he's on it, can he get away? That's put paid to the danger. And it's Ed Nielsen, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Shifted it to the flank. Knocks it into space. Cafu cuts out the pass. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Cafu. Can he get it through? Politano receives it in a wide position. Cafu. And they've got a throw. Cross from Cafu. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. That's good play. And it's Gerrard. Lovely feet. Schneider defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Now it's Del Piero. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Arsenal sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. And here is the first touch of the second half. Del Piero. Now it's Pele. And here's Politano. Nicely weighted ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He's shifting through. It's Iniesta! It's off target and by quite a way.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Gerrard. Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That is a brilliant interception. That's a sharp pass. Pele going after that. Totti. It's a really well-measured ball. Totti. And that was very necessary. Pele. Spread it left. Oh, that's delightful. Lahm looking to receive it in space. Gerrard plays it. He's having a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are disappearing out of sight. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Arsenal find a position of real strength now. Nicely spread. Politano. Lovely bit of skill. Now, can they get him away? And he's heaved it away. Looking for the run. And the cross comes in. And it's safely in the keeper's hands.
The attendance for this match was 60,810.
Spread to the right. Nice control. Swings it across. Nesta gets it away. Brilliantly cut out. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Pele. Edmilson. Gets a good foot in there. Del Piero. That's a nicely shaped ball. Carreras. Now it's Ronaldinho. Aimed beyond the defence. And this is Totti. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Keeper has taken decisive action. And here's Ronaldinho. Iniesta. Gerrard. Carreras. And it's Totti. Played out to the left flank. Pinches it off him. Carreras. That's Gerrard.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
No, he wasn't going to let him past. Tomori with the foul. Threads one in. Decent chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Cafu. Played towards the other side. Gerrard. Carreras. Totti. And he's had it nicked away. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking to play him in. Iniesta, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Looking for options for movement. Gerrard. Iniesta, who's set up one goal so far. And here's Bobatov. Now it's Politano. Knocks it out wide. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Now that's well seen too. Gerrard. Now it's Ronaldinho. And that is as far as it goes. Arsenal have done it. The perfect outcome in this most pressured of games. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Arsenal can be really happy with this. I saw it as one of these defining games for them, and they showed real character to get the job done. A big statement for anyone who might be up next.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Just a quick announcement. We would like to inform you that CCTV is now in operation for your safety.
So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first-day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. He's having a hit! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start.
Oh, what a mistake! Could be danger here. Çalhanoğlu picked out brilliantly. Big chance! Oh, he's hit the bar. And the finish! And another try! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Inter Milan with the corner, they're first. That's Mkhitaryan. Mkhitaryan! Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Looking for the run. Martinez has it in a wide position. Shot a goal! Oh, what has happened here? Decent chance! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. That was a given. It always was.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Barella. It's a really well-measured ball. Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Thuram. He's having a shot! Shin to shin, bicep to bicep. And one more try! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. He's found some space, and he's in on goal. Tries a shot, and it's come back out to him. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, it's probably going to take something very special to beat him today.
this is a critical game. A chance for the perfect statement to any potential rival that you are aiming higher at their expense. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things already rolling. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
I see this guy, Romagnoli, as the latest in a line of fine Italian defenders, and he's very adept with his feet. This allows him to play, you know, all sorts of passes out from defence, but he also plays himself out of pressure and keeps everything moving. He's quite a cool character.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. And that is well cleared. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh no, this does not look good. That's come loose. Lobbed in behind. Zaniolo. Now, can they get him away? Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Pulisic. Pass is just off target. Seedorf. A few interesting forays forward, but so far they haven't amounted to much. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. He's had it taken off him. First quarter of an hour gone. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Zaniolo. And he was quick to react. Zaniolo.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
That has not gone well. Bullet. Albertini. Chiellini gets over and intercepts.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Looking tidy in possession here. And claimed it back swiftly. Tries a shot! Goal! Lazio! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Lazio have taken the lead.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Oh, important interception. Now it's Del Piero. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And here's Pulisic. Knocks it into space. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Del Piero. It's a pretty loose pass. Mateus. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's intervened well there.
Lazio definitely like their pressing from the front.
It's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard press.
Shot a goal! And there's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Lazio are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And he's got the beating of his man. Rijkaard pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Zaniolo! And it's there! And they're threatening to fly away here. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well read, nice interception. Nicely weighted ball. Shevchenko showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. That's a nicely shaped ball. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Nicely shaped ball. Not the most accurate pass. He's looking wide. Looking to play him in. Ended up in no man's land. Maldini calmly anticipates. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Signore e signori, vi invitiamo caldamente a contribuire all'iniziativa Un Gol per la Vita, presentandovi agli stand appositi. Attenzione,
away we go again.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind, and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Now it's Pulisic. Ronaldinho. And they win it back again. Mateus. Now it's Pato. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Pulisic. Tries to play it through. Can he get it through? Threads one in. He's through here. Romagnoli gets across to intercept that. Oh, played right into his path. There could be trouble here. Pulisic. Kaka. Lazio appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Now it's Pulisic. Aims beyond the defence. That's a sharp pass. And here's Pulisic. That is a brilliant interception.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And here's Pulisic. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's been played through. Lovely ball. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, good finish. The perfect outcome to mark his 50th game. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
So could they be onto something here? Looking for options for movement. Seedorf. It's not an especially good pass, that. And here's Ronaldinho. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Thuram makes the interception. And now the breakaway. That is good strength. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, super find. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Mateus. Pulisic. Oh, good, decent chance! It's a goal! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. It's starting to look like a done deal now. And here's Pulisic. Great vision. This looks promising. And oh, great! It's Pato! And it's a corner. And we have our very first corner. Pulisic clears it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Lazio have got it back and they'll have another go. And here's the chance to counter. And he welcomes it in. Look at the shapes to shoot! And that's a tidy finish. Was there ever any doubt?
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? Platini. Now it's Pato. Albertini. And they've got rid. 5 minutes left on the clock. That's a little off target. De Bruyne conjures time and space where few can. But they've got it again. Ronaldinho. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Well timed, excellent interception. And here's Pulisic. Pulisic charging forward, the ball at his feet. Now it's Del Piero. Looking for the run. And this is Pato. And Pato! Of course! Deep into injury time! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing.
And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, Peter, this was probably...
Well, the next couple of hours or so will be critical in deciding their ultimate fate. Having made their intentions clear at the start of all this, now they have the chance to make it happen. It is all eyes forward and full steam ahead. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things already rolling. Well, there is no one here, Jim, who's surprised to see Wesley Sneijder in the starting lineup.
Yeah, and I think they'll be looking to him to provide all the creativity again here. OK, he may not go box to box, and he is going to require everyone around him to do all the running for him, but with his skill on the ball, he'll make it happen. He'll pick them out.
Stood up well to him there. And here's Sneijder. Can he get on the end of this? Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And he's in on goal. Nicely weighted ball. Ah, that's a fine interception. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Sütterol clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Kaka is wide and looking to get onto this. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
So no chances falling either way for the time being. Cannavaro. And it's Sneijder. Oh, it's Del... Big chance! It's bounced back off the post. Knocks it out wide. Looking for the run. And this is Ibrahimovic. Still goalless. Has a look and plays it forward. Cannavaro. Sneijder. Out towards the flank. Del Piero. And he's got his range wrong there. Leicester gathers from the goal kick. And it's Sneijder. And here's Del Piero. Oh, that looks a good ball through. Oh, he's been caught on. It's Sneijder! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Pullet plays it all the way forward. Now this could be a chance.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with...
Del Piero! And it's hit the woodwork and out. Threads one in. Chance for a shot! Goal! Milan! Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Now it's Del Piero. That pass has been well intercepted.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. Now, can they get him away? And here's Del Piero, and the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
Oh, that's a key interception. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent.
And he shoots! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Kaka has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that. Sütterol are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to... Can he finish? Brilliant save from Buffon! Now, who's going to be first to this? And the shot's on here.
He's having a shot!
It's hit the upright. And it's in. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Schneider duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Signore e signori, facciamo gli auguri a un membro del nostro fan club che oggi festeggia l'anniversario di matrimonio.
Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle, and here we go. Andrei Shevchenko, Jim. European Player of the Year, League winner, European champion, the top scorer in Italy on more than one occasion. It's an extraordinary list of achievements.
It certainly is. He really was the deadliest striker around, absolutely lethal.
Goal scorer, match winner, national treasure. He is all of those things and much, much more. Can he get on the end of this? Cannavaro can clear it away. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Great vision. Oh, it's played into the chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And the shot! There it is!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a suck.
And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.
Signore e signori, vi ricordiamo che parcheggiare nell'area circostante lo stadio è severamente
Arsenal get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? Well, there is here a great sense of expectation as to universal contentment. The Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. So things are underway.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard tackling, they're the foundations of his game. But he can turn defence into attack very quickly and show his terrific athleticism and real power.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Kane. Yamal. Pedri. And it's Timber. And Akanji. Pedri. And it's Soboslai. Gerrard producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Soboslai. Not getting too much time. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Well, that looks a decent ball. Del Piero! O'Reilly. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
No, that's been intercepted. It's a pretty loose pass. Diaz. And it's O'Reilly. It's Pedri. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Yamal! Schneider. Van Dijk gets a foot in here. So we're still where we started right now. Yamal. Now it's Del Piero. Kane in with the challenge.
Aston really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
Akanji. And it's Timber. Soboslai. And it's Pedri. And here's Haaland. Now O'Reilly. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's ended up in no man's land. Akanji. Soboslai. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Not the most accurate pass. Timber. Yamal. Pedri. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Out towards the flank. Space for him to turn and look. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. He's in a great position here. Chance! Pele. 15 minutes till half-time. He's being urged to shoot. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Stood up well to him there. And this is Del Piero. Timber. And Yamal. And it's Soboslai. O'Reilly. Kane. And it's Pedri. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And here's Haaland. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. O'Reilly looking to hit the byline here. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Oh, strongly challenged there. Pedri. That has not gone well. Played through into space. And that pass just didn't quite work. Timber. And Jamal. Szoboszlai. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. O'Reilly. Nice control. Diaz charging forward, the ball at his feet. That's really well manoeuvred. And that is the end of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Arsenal really have looked a bit disjointed to me. Their passing has let them down in key moments, but that's also due for the need of better movement to create more options in the danger areas, something the manager, I think, has to stress to them now.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0.
Immediately. Substitution for Arsenal. Number 15.
So let's get the ball rolling.
Number 10. Pele.
So first half brought no goals.
23, Iniesta. Coming on the field. Number 19.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Number 25. Bale. Number 8. Beckham.
Haaland. And it's Pedri. Some shapes to shoot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Haaland. Arsenal different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Van Dijk. Akanji. Jamal. And it's Timber. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Oh, he's found support out wide. Bullish header! Off the post! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Szoboszlai. And Jamal. Pedri. Jamal. Haaland. Nesta produces the perfect tackle there. Played out to the left flank.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
O'Reilly deals with that comfortably.
The attendance for this match was
Now it's Haaland.
62,005.
Szoboszlai. Nicely spread. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Oh, that's fabulous. Szoboszlai is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And it's lofted through here. Vieira aims beyond the defence. He's in. What? It's Gerrard! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Knocks it into space. Beckham looking to receive it in space. And they're quick to get it back. And he was quick to react. Arsenal perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Threads one in. Diaz is flagged offside. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Szoboszlai. And Diaz. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. O'Reilly picks it up out wide. Couldn't squeeze it through. Tries to play it through. Oh, Red, nice interception. Now it's Bale. Can he get it through? No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Arsenal clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
O'Reilly receives it in a wide position. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And he's only too happy to take that back. O'Reilly has it out wide and in space. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Looking for options for movement. And this is Ronaldo.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally we...
Impressive jump! And one more try! Well, it's a fair try, but just off target.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Van Dijk makes the interception. Pedri. And it's Kane. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's come to nothing.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
He saw the danger and he went crashing in. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. They'll have one final crack at it. Bale. He is through here. No way through. And that is that. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. And the outcome inevitable. So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is time to turn the page. Well, there is here a great sense of expectation as to universal contentment. The Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. So we're very much on the way now. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
This man Rudiger's going to be a very stern test for any attacker to beat, Peter. He's amongst the smartest defenders around with his positioning. And he's got the pace and strength to...
Pele! There it is!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Corinthians finding themselves, I think it's Pele! And a neat finish! 2, and we've barely begun here. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
And he's done it again, he's got his second. Arsenal are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
And he's well positioned. Lewandowski! Oh, that wasn't far away. Well read, nice interception. And this is Neymar, pinches it off him. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Corinthians ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Showing great feet there.
There will be 1 minute added time.
signals the end of the first period. We'll do it back on the first 45 minutes.
Arsenal clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
Arsenal firmly in control at the break, 2-0 the scoreline.
And there they are. Please welcome our players, everyone. Substitution in progress.
Down to business again. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Nice physical challenge. That is a brilliant interception. That's at the end. Arsenal are enjoying their moments of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty, as we've come to expect from them. Pele taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Well, thanks to Jim
And
alongside
now,
me,
to all
and as the
members
fans
of the
make their
crowd,
way home,
I'd
so
like
must
to
we.
ask you to join
Good
me
evening
in
to you.
wishing our birthday boy a very special birthday.
you